Hello, I'd like to tell you a story. A story about DS106, Digital Storytelling 106, a creative affinity space located online at their website, on Twitter, and on Google+. I focused my participation in DS106 this semester on Twitter and their website. But how do I begin to tell you about something that has changed my teaching, my thinking, and is starting to change my daily life? And I'm not the only one. As I reached out to other DS106ers to ask them to tell me a story about DS106, or to tell me what DS106 meant to them, I literally received an outpouring of course, creative and fun and playful responses. One of the things I have loved about the DS106 community is the sharing that goes on and the playfulness. On Twitter every day, we receive prompts for daily creates. The cool thing about the daily creates are no one cares if you do them every day, once in a while, or just when you feel like it. It's a fun way to get a little spur of creativity every single day, and you can choose to respond if it speaks to you, or not, if it doesn't. One interesting side effect I have noticed of this is that the daily creates and my participation with DS106 through Twitter has changed the nature of my Twitter feed, which used to be mostly filled with educational technology and some political things, and my little side crush on Justin Timberlake, LOL. But now when I go to Twitter, I see lots of creative projects and ideas. I've started to follow and converse with some of the DS106ers, and so I see things that they share and retweet, and it's really increased the creativity and art that shows up in my Twitter feed, and has taken Twitter from something that I used reluctantly to something that I actually go to before some of my other social media to check and see what's going on there. DS106ers will tell you that DS106 is for life, and I think that might be true. I think I might be hooked. I approached this project because I wanted to participate in DS106 as a user, a creator. I had originally discovered it last summer, in the summer of 2017, through a digital storytelling class through CU Denver. And what I really responded to about DS106 was the elements of choice and freedom to find something that speaks to me and create in response to it, as opposed to a more traditional educational method of being told the parameters of the project and given some creativity within it. DS106 really encourages us to find what resonates with us. The DS106 website has lots of inspiration and encouragement through the assignment bank, where users can explore assignment ideas based on different types of media: audio, video, web, mashup, and find examples and sometimes tutorials and projects by other people. I had been using this assignment bank for my students throughout the school year of my advanced graphic design and interactive media class, because I really wanted them to have the opportunity to explore and play and stretch their media usage, and I have found it to be really successful in getting them really invested in and engaged in the projects. Whereas before, when I used to assign like a stop motion and everyone could be really creative within that stop motion, not all students would be invested in the process of the stop motion, even if they were invested in their ideas. And so through the DS106 website and assignment banks, my students and I can find inspiration that speaks to us at that time. If we really have a lot of other things going on and are really worn out and don't have a lot of creativity at the moment, we can find something that is a little more simple, gives us a little more ideas to go on, or if we're feeling very creative, we can go find really in-depth projects and create to those. In the 2012 paper, Nurturing Affinity Spaces and Game-Based Learning, James Paul Gee and Elizabeth Hayes identify key features of an affinity space, which DS106 provides in droves. I will highlight a few of the connections here. One of the features of an affinity space is a common endeavor which at least many people in the space have a passion. For DS106, that is creating. The entire platform is built on creative inspiration and creative responses. And people are attracted to DS106 because of that creativity, because of the sharing and playful nature, and their passion for being creative. It doesn't matter the level of technical or artistic expertise. All people who want to create and play are welcome, which ties into the next feature I want to talk about, which is that newbies, masters, and everyone else share a common space. That's very true. There is no differentiation for the first DS106 creation and your 1,000th or 10,000th, I'm sure, in the case of some people. Everyone has a level playing field, and everyone can share and interact with one another, and I found that to be really wonderful. There were times when I was interacting with some of what I could tell, I believe, are some of the main creators and godfathers and mothers of DS106, at least the people who are very heavily involved. And that comes to another key feature, which is that everyone can, if they wish, produce and not just consume. DS106 really is more of a producer community. You can certainly peruse the assignments and look at the daily creates for entertainment, but production is definitely encouraged. The next feature of an affinity space is that content is transformed by interaction, and I really found that to be true. Collaboration, by its very nature, helps ideas grow, and DS106 is very much a collaborative culture. People can riff and play and remix on each other's designs. There are even daily creates that encouraged us to do that. And so the content of the assignments is transformed by those interactions, by the contributions. I was really excited in this opportunity to more fully connect some of my work to DS106, and so I submitted my assignments to the assignment bank projects that they related to, and now my work appears connected to that too, and so it's really starting to, for me, become this cool place to house all kinds of great ideas and creative inspirations. And another feature is that there are many different routes to status, and I definitely find that with DS106. It doesn't matter, again, like I said, it doesn't matter your level of technical or creative abilities. You can still be noticed and recognized and appreciated for your contributions. They have an actual daily create leaderboard, and I saw my name rise up on the leaderboard as I contributed more and more daily creates, and that was a fun, thrilling little side bit for me that I'm not really a competitive person. I don't need to have my name first on anything, but it was fun to have that little element of status that I could see myself, rising in status. And I really noticed the more I contributed and interacted and gave feedback to other people and commented on other people's work through Twitter, through the daily creates, that I got that more in turn, down to the very end when I put out the call for DS106ers to share their stories and what DS106 meant to them. I got a flood of wonderful, amazing responses, and I really contribute that to the wonderful, supportive, creative community that is DS106.